What's up, guys? Today I have a special treat for you. I'm going to be reviewing a 2014 Bentley Continental GT Convertible. So I'm here in Newton, Kansas at Omega Auto Clinic, the home of the car wizard featured on Hoovies Garage. I have the pleasure of spending the day with this beautiful 2014 Bentley Continental GT Convertible. Now, this particular Continental GT features the 4-liter twin-turbo V8 as opposed to the W12 motor. Now, most car enthusiasts believe even though this is a lower priced car than the W12 car, they do believe the lighter weight of the V8 is more fitting to this car, and the sound of the twin-turbo V8 is actually also more fitting to a car of this type. Now, this particular one features the Mulliner Package, which boosts the engine output to 521 horsepower and 502 pound-feet of torque. So what we're going to do is just take a little quick tour of this car, kind of go through some of the features, and then we'll take it on the road, give it a nice little test drive, and see how it drives. All right, here she is, 2014 Bentley Continental GT with a 4-liter twin-turbo V8. So this one features, as I had said earlier, the Mulliner Package. So that gives you a number of features. Not only does it give you the more powerful V8 as opposed to the standard V8 Continental GT, it does also give you the 21-inch wheels and tires, the red brake calipers. It also gives you the more upscale and luxurious diamond stitch interior and a slightly nicer shift knob. All right, let's take a look under the hood and see what we got here. Open this up. Here's the 4-liter twin-turbo V8 putting out 521 horsepower and 502 pound-feet of torque. What's amazing to me is they can actually fit a much larger 6-liter W12 engine in this thing. This is unbelievable. But I love the attention to detail in Bentley. I mean, check this out. I mean, this is just beautiful. The oil cap is not cheap plastic. It's a nice aluminum piece. Really has a nice feel to it. You don't have the typical orange peel on these cars as you do on standard cars. Bentley really goes the extra mile with these cars and really puts them together really nice. Very impressed with the quality, the build quality. And here comes the wizard in a V10 powered Audi S6. Here comes Tyler in the rolls. Where's the Great Papon? Sweet. Look at there, he's got it ready to go.
Of course. But of course.
Awesome.
And welcome to Kansas, where every time you're trying to film, there's somebody mowing something. It just, always, either that or a dog that barks.
That's okay. And in Miami, it's every time you try to film, you got an airplane flying by.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're driving in the 2014 Bentley Continental GT. First impression is the car feels very solid. It definitely feels very well put together. I've been driving a little bit. The only negative thing I've noticed is I do notice a tad bit of cowl shake when you go over certain bumps, you know, rough bumps. Kind of didn't expect that in a car of this level, but it's not too bad. I'm kind of nitpicking. Besides that, man, the car just drives great. Woo! Oh, shit! Whoa! All right, we're gonna get in trouble here. Let's slow it down. Let me tell you, you don't need a W12 in this car. You don't. I mean, it's just got more than enough power. Woo, baby! Oh my God, that sounds so good. That sounds awesome. That sound, I'm not sure if you guys can hear that in the microphones here on the GoPro, but that sound just sounds really good, deep and throaty. Transmission shifts firm. It's got an 8-speed transmission. It's not a dual clutch, however, it does shift very firm and very nice and fast. So I haven't put the roof up. I'll do that later on. But as far as comfort, the car is very comfortable. I'm about 5'11", almost 6 foot, and I feel like I've got plenty of space in the car here. Definitely guys 6'3", 4, 5, I don't think I have a problem here. I know a lot of athletes drive these cars. They are pretty spacious. As far as handling is concerned, I mean, it's, you know, it's not a sports car. It's definitely more of a GT Sport luxury car. It's got a bit of body roll to it. Not really the kind of car you're gonna drive through canyons and push it real hard. I mean, I think it would do pretty good, but it's not really what it's for. It's more of a grand touring GT car. You know, the idea is just to have this comfort, have this luxury, and then have this power too, like this. Woo! And like that, we're going 60. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Man. That never gets old. That never gets old, I tell you. And the sound, I know I said it, I'll keep saying it. The sound is amazing. I really think this car is the better value. You pay less for this car than the W12 version, and honestly, you don't need the W12. You know, this particular spec with the Mulliner package that gives you that extra horsepower, that extra torque, I don't think you need any more than this, especially for this kind of car. All right, guys, so we're gonna take it for a little spin up and down the road here. We're gonna do some acceleration runs, and I'm gonna give you guys a warm startup. All right, we'll do a little interior tour now. We got the car parked here. Take a look around, look at some of the cool features of the car. As I've said earlier, I'm really impressed with the high quality leather, the diamond stitching, the soft touch leather, just the quality, the smell, fit and finish of the car is fantastic. You got this beautiful shift knob. I mean, it's just really nice. It feels solid. This beautiful aluminum. One of the things I noticed about this car is, even though it's a high-end luxury car, it really isn't that complicated to operate things. I thought it'd be a lot more complicated. I mean, all your controls are pretty simple. You've got the standard infotainment system. You've got you know, your park. You've got your reverse, neutral, drive. You know, put it in the sport mode, drop it down to sport. You got the manual shift if you want to shift it manually. Here you've got your controls for your left and right mirrors. You got your electronic parking brake here. Of course, you got the hazard lights here. We've got the controls for the heating and the cooling of the seats. This is for the power top control here. This is for the suspension adjustment. You can adjust the height of the suspension, and of course your engine stop start. Really nice Bentley key. Really feels, got some weight to it. Really nice feeling to it. Pop it out here. Switchblade style. Your center stack is all leather up and down here. All leather all along the dash. You've got a nice glossy trim panel here. You've got leather on the dashboard, the lower dashboard cover. Got leather on the glove box. Good sized glove box. Got a cool little cubby here to store cards and your phone and different things of that nature. When you buy a high-end car, things like having leather wrapped lower pillars here, this is what you expect. You don't get this in your run-of-the-mill car. This is what you pay extra for. Beautiful door panels, nicely stitched, really nice. This car is kind of showing its age a little bit. It's based off of a platform that came out in 2004. That platform has been around now for well, 10 years as of when this car was manufactured. And then of course they just redid the Continental GT all new platform just recently, so it had about a 14-year run, 14-year run. It's showing a bit of age, especially like in the infotainment system. It's not really all that great. I mean, it's got satellite radio, it's got, you know, navigation. I mean, it does have a nice little Bentley that pumps up here. So one of the coolest features, you get in the car, you close the door, and voila, the seatbelt is delivered to you. Nice and easy access. You got the beautiful analog gauges in conjunction with the more modern digital display, and you got your basic functions. You got your speedometer, you've got your audio controls, you've got your navigation control, compass here. You've also got your phone controls here. You can see who you're calling, who you're talking to, your contacts. And of course you got all the different settings of the car. You can set you know, what lights turn on, you know, when you want them, all kinds of different functionality here. So let's go into convenience. We can set all the doors and the boot to auto lock, to auto unlock. Let's go back here. Mirrors down when you, I love this feature. I wish more cars would have this. When you put the car in reverse, it turns the right side passenger mirror down. That way you can see the curb if you're backing up, you know. So it's really nice feature. I wish more cars had that. All right, so we got your heated steering wheel. We've got your cruise control functions. This car, I don't believe, has the Distronic or radar cruise control functions. I believe it was an option on these years, but this car is not equipped with it. Let's give it a start here. So it does have a backup camera with front parking and rear parking sensors, a nice feature. The resolution is not the best, but again, it goes back to who wants to buy a new car, spend $200,000 to get the latest features. But it is functional, it does work. Regarding the interior, there's only a couple of disappointments. One big disappointment for me, especially in this price class, is the paddle shifters. They're plastic. I mean, I have a 2017 Macan, and it was a $65,000 car, and it's got nice metal paddle shifters. This is a $200,000+ car, and we've got plastic paddle shifters. We have the suspension button here, so when you hit the suspension button on the infotainment system, it pops up the different modes. So we have comfort, we have medium sport, I guess, and we have sport. So we have 4 different modes. Since this car has air suspension, you can also adjust the ride height. So when we press this button here on the infotainment system, it pops up normal and high. So this is normal. Let's do high. We'll go back down to normal. All right, we're driving now about 60 miles an hour. You got the top up. Let's go ahead and put the hammer to the ground, and let's see how it sounds with the convertible top up. That's full throttle. Here we go. 80, 90, 100. Woo! Wow. This thing flies. So it definitely is a lot quieter with the roof up. You do hear a nice rumble with the roof up, but you don't really hear a whole lot of noise. With the top down, you really hear a lot more exhaust noise, but you still get a really nice rumble. You feel it in your chest, and it just throws you back in the seat, and this thing just lurches forward. Tons of power, tons of power. So I've been driving the car now a little bit with the top up, wanting to get a general feel how the car drives and feels with the top up. Yesterday I drove the car with the top down pretty much the whole day, and I haven't had a chance to experience the top up, so we're doing that now. It's been driving for a little bit, and first thing I notice is it is pretty quiet. It's definitely not as quiet as the coupe. I have driven a coupe before, and you do notice that there is more noise as cars goes by. There was a truck that just blew by me, had a real loud exhaust, and I really felt and heard it inside. So I kind of expected it to be a little bit more quieter, I guess. At this price point, you kind of expect it to be a little more quieter inside. It's not a hard top convertible, it is a soft top. Obviously there is a challenge to make a soft top convertible that is going to be as quiet inside as a hard top. Some of the things that have impressed me so far with this car is the fuel economy. So I've driven now a total of 103 miles between yesterday and today. And what I have noticed is that it gets pretty good fuel economy considering. I mean, I've driven the car hard at times, reasonably easy at times, but overall I haven't been driving the car that lightly. Right now we are averaging 17.2 miles per gallon. That is pretty good. I want to take this car home to Miami. All right, so what if we drove this car from Kansas all the way to Miami at 91 cents a mile? I don't think so. Other things that really impressed me about this car are the performance. I mean, the straight line performance on this car is stellar. I mean, it definitely is a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. The sound is amazing. I mean, this thing sounds way better in my opinion than the W12 version, the more expensive car, ironically enough. If I were to buy this car, there's no doubt that I would buy the V8 version. It sounds better, it's fast enough, I mean, it's more than you need. You get reasonably decent fuel economy. I also have a feeling that that 4-liter twin-turbo V8 is going to be a lot more reliable than the overly complicated W12 motor. The car feels nice and solid with the top up. There's no shakes, there's no rattles, there's no creaks. This car has 36,000 miles on it. It's not that new, but not that old either. So overall, is this a car I would recommend and buy personally? That's yes and no. I would never buy this car new. These cars new, you are going to lose your rear end unless you are the kind of person that has all the money in the world and you really want brand new and you are okay with taking a 50% depreciation hit in 3, 4, 5 years, then by all means go ahead and buy new. I'm not that guy. Awesome guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the 2014 Bentley Continental GT, 4 liters, twin turbo, V8 sound, 521 horsepower, 502 pounds-feet of torque, 8-speed speed shift transmission. Been an awesome car, awesome experience spending the day with the car. Please, I would appreciate you guys if you would like this video. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more car reviews coming. We've got car projects coming. We got a lot of stuff, lots of stuff coming back at the 305 Garage. Again, this is Rob from the 305 Garage, thanking you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. All right, we done? That's it?